Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going deep on a concept that kind of sounds like it's straight out of science fiction.
Yeah.
A tokenized economy where everything from your house to your savings is represented by these digital tokens.
Right.
And at the center of it all, XRP.
Yeah.
We've got some fascinating sources to unpack today.
For sure.
A model suggesting XRP could hit a mind-boggling $122,580.
Wow.
But we're also going to look at some contrasting expert opinions.
Yeah, gotta have those.
And the real challenge is this whole vision faces.
Right.
This is a complex topic for sure, with lots of moving parts.
Yeah.
So let's break it down together
Okay.
and figure out what it all could mean for you.
Sounds good.
So first things first,
Yep.
collateralization.
Ooh, yeah, that's a great place to start.
Okay?
Yeah, it's a super foundational concept in finance.
Okay.
And it might be more familiar than you think.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah. So,
Give me an example.
sure.
Yeah.
So imagine you're taking out a loan to buy a car. Okay.
The car itself becomes the collateral for that loan.
Okay, I see.
If you unfortunately can't make those payments,
Mm-hmm.
the lender has the right to take back the car
Yeah.
to make up for their losses.
Gotcha.
It's a way to kind of reduce their risks.
It's like a safety net.
Yeah, exactly, a safety net.
Okay.
And that safety net, actually translates into a benefit for borrowers too.
Really?
Yeah, because the lender's risk is lower.
Mm-hmm.
They can offer you a lower interest rate
Oh, that makes sense.
on loans that are, backed by collateral.
Yeah, so like a win-win for both sides.
Exactly, yeah, win-win.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, how does this all connect to the world of crypto and XRP?
Right.
We're not talking about like physical cars anymore.
Or not.
We're talking about digital assets.
Right. So this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
We're talking about a possible future where all these traditional assets, like real estate,
Yeah.
stocks, even like fine art.
Are represented by digital tokens on a blockchain.
So instead of a paper deed for my house,
Right.
I'd have a digital token.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A digital token proving your ownership.
That's crazy.
And in this system, XRP could be like a crucial part
Interesting.
by being the collateral for those tokenized assets.
Okay.
It would bring that same risk reduction and stability to the digital world.
Okay, I'm starting to see the connection here. But I got to ask
What's that?
about this $122,580 figure I keep seeing.
Right.
Where does that even come from? And is it even remotely realistic?
So that eye-catching number comes from a model by Valhil Capital,
Okay.
which is a venture capital firm.
Okay.
They're looking at the total value of global assets that could potentially be tokenized.
Right.
And get this, it's like a staggering 5.3 quadrillion.
Wow, that's a lot.
And they're saying that XRTT would be the primary collateral.
Okay.
So they divide that by XRP's current circulating supply.
So it's like a pretty bold prediction.
It is
Based on a lot of assumptions.
Yeah, it is. And it's important to understand those assumptions.
Okay.
Tokenizing global assets on that scale
Right.
is a monumental task.
I can imagine that.
You're talking about overcoming regulations,
Yeah.
making sure everyone's got the technology, and getting people and institutions to actually participate.
Right.
It's huge.
It sounds like there are a ton of potential roadblocks.
Yeah, there are.
And we're not even talking about the competition.
No.
Right. XRP wouldn't be the only player here.
Yep.
Other cryptocurrencies like stablecoins could also jump in and be contenders for collateralization.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. And then on top of that, you can't forget about how volatile the crypto market is.
Right.
Things happen.
Yeah.
From regulations to global events, prices can go up or down overnight like crazy.
So even if this like tokenized future
Right.
does happen,
Yeah.
there's no guarantee XRP would even hit $122,580.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a cool model.
Yeah.
But gotta be skeptical.
Right. You got to be realistic about it.
Yeah, for sure.
There are too many unknowns.
Okay, so let's bring things back down to earth for a sec.
Okay.
As of today, December 14th, 2024,
Right.
XRP is trading at around $2.43.
Okay.
Quite a difference from $122,580.
Quite a gap. Yeah.
It really shows you how XRP's price
Yeah.
can swing up and down.
Oh, yeah. It's had these dramatic swings. It's whole history.
Totally.
Like, remember the SEC lawsuit against Ripple?
Oh, yeah.
That tanked prices.
It did.
And even though it's recovered some,
Yeah.
it really shows you how much the crypto market is affected by
Right.
outside forces.
Totally. So looking at the numbers,
Okay.
just a year ago, December 14th, 2023,
Yeah.
XRP was trading at like 63.60.
Okay.
It went up to 67 cents in November,
All right.
And now it's at $2.43.
Wild ride.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So with all that in mind,
Right.
what are other experts saying about XRPs? Like, are there other predictions we should know about?
So Valhil Capital actually has a couple other valuation models.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they've got estimates ranging from a more modest $3,500 to $22,000.
Okay, that's still pretty high.
And get this, they even have a study that shows a range from $9.81 $513,000.
Wow, that's like a huge difference.
You did.
What makes the numbers so different?
It's all about what each model is focusing on.
Right.
Some are looking at like adoption rates and transaction volume.
Okay.
Others are focusing on the total value of those tokenized assets or, just different risk assessments.
Right.
There's also something called the pipeline flow model.
Okay.
It looks more at adoption and transaction volume.
Right.
And they think the fair market value is going to be around $3,541.
Interesting.
It really is a puzzle,
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what's making these predictions so different.
It sounds like there's no right answer.
No.
Just got to do your own research.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you've got analysts predicting everything.
Yeah.
From, small short-term growth, like 75 to 86 cents by the end of this year, to super optimistic long-term predictions.
Totally.
Some say XRP will hit $2.80 by the end of next year.
Okay.
$7.36 by the end of 2028.
All right.
Or even like $15.65 by 2030.
Wow. It's nuts.
Yeah, it just shows how uncertain this market is.
Right.
Yeah.
So taking a step back.
Okay.
What does this mean for the average person?
Right.
Even if XRP doesn't hit these crazy numbers, why should we care?
It's not really just about this one cryptocurrency.
Yep.
It's more about what the future of finance could be.
Right.
Like this world where everything's tokenized.
Yeah.
Are we ready for that?
That's a good question.
What are the pros and cons?
Right.
These are questions we got to think about.
It is a fascinating thing to think about.
Yeah.
What are like the big implications of this tokenized world?
Well, imagine like voting on a blockchain.
So, elections are secure and transparent.
Okay.
Or like supply chains.
Yeah.
Where everything's tracked with perfect security. So you can be sure that products are ethical and real.
Right.
The possibilities are huge.
It sounds like we're just at the beginning.
Yeah, we are.
Of what this technology can do.
Yeah, and don't forget Ripple, the company behind XRP, they're a big player in making this happen.
Right.
They're making products and services that make it easier for businesses to use XRP and the XRP ledger.
Okay, can you give me like an example? Like what kind of products are we talking about?
So there's on-demand liquidity.
Okay.
It uses XRP for like cross-border payments.
Okay.
Instead of using those old banking systems, which are slow and expensive.
Yeah.
Businesses can send money right away.
Wow.
With way lower fees.
That's pretty good for companies.
It is.
Doing international business.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, so what else?
Then they have RippleNet.
Okay.
Connects banks and other financial institutions all around the world. Basically, it's setting up this global blockchain-based financial system.
So they're building the infrastructure.
Yeah, they are.
For this whole tokenized future.
And it goes beyond just finance.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're involved in projects for supply chains, digital ID.
Wow.
And even like carbon credit trading.
So they're trying to be like the leaders in this space.
Yeah, they are.
But how does their success or failure affect XRP itself?
Well, the two are kind of tied together.
Yeah.
If Ripple does well, XRP is probably going to benefit.
Right.
But if they struggle, XRP could take a hit.
So if you're interested in this stuff, got to keep an eye on both Ripple and XRP.
Absolutely.
They're like two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot today.
We have.
From collateralization to the tokenized world, all these different XRP predictions.
Yeah.
And how Ripple's pushing things forward.
Yeah.
What's the key takeaway you want our listeners to have?
I think the big takeaway here is that we're watching like a real tech revolution happen right in front of us.
I agree.
Blockchain and cryptos like XRP, they can like totally change how we think about value and how we use it.
Yeah, and it seems like we're still in the early stages.
Oh, we are, for sure.
Right.
That's what makes it so exciting.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're like a pro investor or just starting out.
Yeah.
The important thing is to stay informed.
Right.
Think critically and, do your own research.
Yeah.
The future's happening right now.
Right.
And we're all part of making it.
So it's a good point.
It's a call to action, Yeah.
I love that.
This deep dive has been a great overview,
Right.
but it's really just the beginning.
Totally agree. There's so much more to explore.
This brings up an interesting thought, though.
Okay, what's that?
We've talked about how this tech can change finance, supply chains, even voting systems.
Right.
But what about something even bigger?
Okay.
Our identities.
Whoa, okay, yeah, that's a big one.
I've heard people talking about blockchain IDs,
Yeah.
but I'm not really sure what that would look like. It's a super interesting idea.
Yeah.
Right now, all our online identities are like all over the place.
Yeah.
We've got different accounts for everything, and we're always giving our data to companies.
Yeah.
It's like we're leaving a trail online everywhere we go.
Yeah, and that trail can be used to track us,
Right.
profile us,
Yep.
even manipulate us.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy.
It is, but a blockchain ID
Okay.
could give us back control.
Really? How?
Imagine having like this one secure digital ID
Okay.
that you own and manage.
Right.
You decide what info to share
Okay.
and who gets to see it.
So instead of tons of passwords and accounts,
Right.
it's like one key to my online self.
Exactly. It could be huge for privacy and security.
Right.
Not just for us,
Okay.
but for businesses and governments too.
Yeah, like streamlined KYC processes,
Right.
more efficient voting, less fraud, and identity theft.
It sounds almost too good to be true.
It does.
Are there any like real world examples of this yet?
It's still early,
Yeah.
but some countries are trying out blockchain IDs
Okay.
for driver's licenses and health records.
Cool.
And some companies are making platforms for people to manage their own digital IDs on a blockchain. So it's not just an idea, it's actually happening.
It makes you wonder what else might become real in the future.
I know, right?
It reminds us that we're just at the start of this tech revolution. The possibilities are endless.
I love ending on that note.
Me too.
Limitless possibilities.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive.
It's been my pleasure.
I feel like I've learned so much.
Yeah.
And I definitely have way more questions than answers now.
That's always a good thing.
It is.
Means you're thinking.
That's right.
Yeah.
To our listener,
Yeah.
we hope you enjoyed this deep dive into XRP,
For sure.
tokenization, and the future of value.
It's a big one.
It is.
Yeah.
Stay curious,
Always?
keep learning,
Yeah.
and never stop diving deeper.
I like that.
Until next time.
See you later.